What happens if, and this is something people don't think about, what if the broker pays late? What if you don't get paid for a load? That shit happens, bro. It's happened to me. I talked about it. There was a 3PL that didn't pay me for 2 settlement periods. My biggest contract, 2 settlement periods. By the time they paid me, they owe me almost 30 grand. Some of you wouldn't have been able to survive the first time they didn't pay you. I had to reach in my pocket and pull out 8 of them. The following settlement period had to reach in my pocket and pull out another 8. I'm upset, yeah. But I know eventually they're going to pay me. I understand why I'm not being paid. It's for some bullshit. I talked about it. I actually showed the emails of me going back and forth. Guy's name was Eric Field. Racist son of a bitch. Oh yeah, he was racist. You know how? Because another person from that 3PL called me off the record and blew the whistle on him. Yeah, thought they was going to drown Big Mark out by not. I'm just going to forget to pay him. I'm running all these trucks for this contract. He thought by not paying me, I wasn't going to be able to continue to operate. Man, come on, man. Big Mark, bro. My truck still showed up Monday morning. Of course I raised the fuss. Of course I had to pay my workers. The cost that was associated, some of those trucks that we were running were rental trucks. Fuel, all the costs associated. It wasn't enough to get rid of Big Mark. There ain't nothing. It's 8. Wop. The following settlement period, after raising hell, I'm just giving you a story of what happens in business. You think after raising hell, after they didn't pay me the first time, the next settlement, they would pay me for what they owe me, plus, the retroactive for what they missed. I was sure. Why? Because we went over his head at this point, bro. I'm mad as hell. Fuck is you playing with my money for? I wasn't, I was sure that money was going to be there. The money they owed for this period plus the retro. And when it said that second settlement period, that Friday came, nada. A lot of motherfuckers would have had to fold first go around. They wouldn't have had it. They wouldn't have had the money to cover the cost, the labor, and to keep operating. And I got other shit going on. This ain't the only thing I got going on. Motherfucker didn't pay me 2 times in a row, bro. Black lady there, Rosalind, called me off the record. I swear for God on everything I love. I'll never forget this. And this is what I'm telling you. Risk tolerance. A lot of people start way too big. Can't handle situations like this when they arise. I'm a business person. She said, Mark, they don't like you. They don't like you. You a young black businessman, and they can't figure how you got so many trucks and so much money. They trying to get rid of you, but they need you. They can't. And Eric Field is purposely not paying you because he thinks by not paying you, you're not going to be able to continue to run. They're going to pay you, but he's trying to drown you out because most people don't have the money to keep. You got independent contractors, when they settlements is messed up, they piss a bitch and don't come to work. Second settlement period, I still sent my trucks. Reached back into my pocket, paid payroll, all the expenses that obviously are coming out for this contract throughout this time period, fuel. Now it's escalated to corporate. Now this is when the real bullshit started. Because I had a deal of a guarantee, which most contractors don't have guarantees. I'm a master contractor. I'm not an independent contractor. But the deal was really, really good, and they allowed me to scale pretty much as I wanted to, because that place was ran like shit, and they needed me. It's just this guy Eric Fields just was a racist sack of shit. And Roslyn blew the whistle. I kind of assumed it. Like, how do you just not pay me? And then after the hell I raised the first time, you would think when you're putting in settlements for the contractors, let me make sure I pay Mark's company because I dropped the ball last time and I feel really, really bad. So let me make sure his payroll is turned into accounting first, man, because I feel really, really bad. You would think a person's moral compass would kick in. It's done deliberately. So now it's escalated to corporate. Obviously, I got paid this third go around, but corporate is like, how do you miss a person this many times? And how the fuck is he getting paid so much money? The moral of this story is those two situations where I'm running a multitude of trucks, a multitude of guys on a 7-day-a-week contract for 2 settlement periods was not enough to drown me out. It's war. I got the tools. I'm not going to put nobody in the truck with the understanding something like this can happen so I could be like, yo, they didn't pay me, so I can't pay you. You don't do that. You don't do that. When one of my workers came up on the show early when I first started creating content a couple years ago, he said one thing. He said, man, Mark is an asshole. Working for Mark is an asshole. But one thing I can say about Mark, that money is there. It was plenty times where there was claims and things like that, and that money was always there. See, the last thing you're going to say about me is, man, he didn't pay. Why? Because we already got a stigmatism on us. And I understood that going into business, the stigmatism on black business owners. So I said, yo, I don't want to fall into that stigmatism. So I've always made sure that if I do something, I'm doing something on the understanding that we getting paid on the back end. I'm not going to take nothing that I know I don't have the capital to float if something goes wrong. A lot of people, they wouldn't have been able to survive the first time he didn't pay. Sucks. I felt bad. I was upset. But you know what? It's businesses that are vendors for companies, and they go even longer than that, sending invoices, waiting to get paid, and they still continue to provide service. And I understood that. If I'm running a business and I allow one settlement period to put me under, then I can't really classify myself as a business. I'm not prepared. So tell me one person missed a settlement and I'm out of business? No. I'm prepared. I'm prepared for situations like this. We hope nothing like that happens, but we're prepared for them either way. That guy, of course, they fired him. I never had to deal with him no more. They didn't fire him right away, but I ended up dealing with his boss, and then shortly after, he wasn't there anymore. They got rid of him.